It's crunch time here on The Jump. Tonight, two dynamic rookies will be in action. Charlotte's LaMelo Ball against the Sixers, and the Kings' Tyrese Haliburton against the Celtics. Haliburton and Ball both named January's Rookie of the Month from their respective conferences, so could be a very competitive race for Rookie of the Year, guys. Richard, who do you think has the inside track right now?
I would say Ball. Ball has the track to me, in my opinion. I think Haliburton has been special. I was quite critical of the Sacramento squad early on, but he has been very, very impressive. Actually talking to some people in the organization, and they think that eventually Haliburton can be their starting point guard, and then you would have De'Aaron Fox be their two guard, and that looks pretty solid.
Dave, I like how Richard says talking to people in the organization like we don't know his college roommate. Luke Walton is the coach of the team, but sure, fine, yeah. Your sources, Richard.
It was actually Harrison Barnes.
Aw, look at that. You can name check him.
I don't like to agree with Richard, but I'm with you here. The LaMelo is the clear front runner here. He's now in the starting lineup for Charlotte, even though both teams are around 500. Rookie of the Year's never really been about team success. It's individual statistics. LaMelo already has an edge in that category. I think they're only going to grow.
And going to be great to see. I would love a competitive race here for sure. All right, guys, the Boston Celtics stopping a two-game losing streak with the win last night in Golden State. Boston dropping to fourth in the Eastern Conference. They're now 5-5 in their last 10 games. Richard, do you think they're back on track with this win, or do you think the fact Marcus Smart is going to be out for a little while, they're still going to be a little shaky these next week or two?
Oh, I think the Boston Celtics are going to be just fine. I think getting Marcus Smart is obviously key to their long-term success. But I think right now they have more than enough to be successful throughout this rest of the season.
There's some big minutes from Grant Williams in that Warriors game. We just saw him hit some threes on the screen there. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Kemba Walker's still working his way back into the lineup. He had that 1 for 12 shooting night against the Lakers, but he said that he wants to be able to fit in where he gets in and allow Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to continue their success. I see Celtics as one of the two teams that could actually give the Nets a run for their money in the playoffs, them and Philly.
Yeah, I mean, look, long defenders, right? I mean, that's kind of what it's all going to be about now in the Eastern Conference. All right, I want to get, though, to this League Pass game of the night. There's a lot of games on the NBA slate, friends, but our producers went with Mavericks at Hawks, 7:30 Eastern. 1 of 10 games. But Luka and the Mavs in Atlanta taking on Trae Young and the Hawks. So much more than the old Luka versus Trae storyline. That's the 2018 draft. We can put that to bed now. We know who both of these players are. Let's talk more about the teams, because the Mavs started the year with high expectations. They have been free falling in the West playoff standings, gentlemen. 6-game losing streak they're on. Remember last week we heard Luka make interesting public comments questioning his team's desire to win. Meanwhile, the Hawks, 6th in the East, looking to bounce back from that loss to the Lakers that you covered, Dave. What are your expectations for this game tonight, Dave?
You would say the Mavericks could think this would be a game they can get back on track. It's a 500 team in the East, a young team that hasn't figured out winning yet. But I think there's going to be another tough one for Dallas. Right now, they're playing with such camaraderie. I watched them play the Lakers the other night, and you saw guys playing with purpose. Trae Young, there was some chatter earlier in the year that John Collins didn't really like the way he was fitting in with that group. But right now, they are a group with purpose, and I think this is going to be a tough one for the Mavericks.
What do you got, Richard?
Well, I think this game is just going to be fun, to tell you the truth. There's very few regular season games that you can kind of look at and say, hey, this is one that you really want to tune in because of the matchups. Obviously, the Dallas Mavericks have kind of underachieved, and greatness is hard. It's very hard to do it over long periods of time. Do I think they're going to be fine with Luka and Porzingis and that crew? Yes, but I think the Atlanta Hawks have a very good opportunity. When a team is struggling, the number one goal for you is to keep them struggling.
Yeah, and look, the Mavericks have lost a couple of those games lately, really close, that last second finish to the Suns. But as Yogi Berra once said, it's getting late early for that team. They're not just in playoff contention, they're not even in play-in game contention yet. They got to get back there. Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks, everyone out there. We'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.